Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 7 and for this video, we're presenting the task or the experiment that we had given based on the Piaget theory. So before we start, I would like to introduce our group members. And firstly, I am IZZATI RAHMI BINTI DAUD and my metric number is 212800. And the second one, we had AINA NATASHA binti HALIM and also NURUL HIDAYAH binti FADZIL. And the last one is FATEHAH binti AHMAD RAFIDI. Okay, before we go deeper, I would like to explain a little bit about the background of the Piaget story. So, Piaget story of cognitive development is a comprehensive framework that explains how individuals, especially children, gradually acquire, construct, and organize knowledge. This story is often divided into 4 main stages of cognitive development, each characterized by distinct cognitive abilities and ways of thinking. So, what is this? What is the 4 stages that had been highlighted from the Piaget story? So there it is. Firstly is the sensorimeter period that I will presenting later, and the second one is pre-operational period that will be presenting by AINA NATASHA. The third one is concrete operations period that will be presented by Hidayah, and the last one is FATEHAH will present about the formal operations period. Okay, next we will move to the first stage of Piaget story, which is sensorimeter period. So the sensorimeter period is begin from the early birth to 2 years old baby. So during this stage, infants learn about the world through their sensory perceptions and motor activities. They develop object permanence, which the understanding that objects continue to exist even when they are out of sight. So this is the experiment to test the practicality of stage 1 Piaget story. So this is Nazir Farhan. He is an active boy with age of 1 year and 3 months. So from this experiment, I had prepared 2 blankets. I had took one of his toy under one of the blanket. Then I replaced the toy into another blanket which Nazir had watched it. Hence, he had choose the blanket. In conclusion, the experiment had proved the Piaget story of stage 1, which during this sensorimeter periods, infants tend to believe on the last time objects had been replaced. Next, I will pass to AINA NATASHA to presenting about the pre-operational period, which is stage 2.
Okay, I'm Hidayah, and Piaget's pre-operational stage is the second stage of his theory of cognitive development. It begins around age 2 and lasts until approximately age 7. During this stage, children can think symbolically and engage in make-believe play. However, their thinking is still egocentric and lacks of logic. The child's thinking during this stage is which is before cognitive operations. This means the child cannot use logic, transform, combine, or separate ideas. The child's development consists of building experiences about the world through adaptation and working towards the concrete stage when it can use logical thought. During the end of this stage, children can mentally represent events and objects, which is the semiotic function, and engage in symbolic play.
Tengok ni. What is this?
Lighting blue.
What?
Lighting blue.
Lighting blue. Ish. So clever lah Khalid. Okay, this one. Okay. Mana lagi banyak? This one ke this one?
That one.
This one lagi banyak. Okay, kalau mau you do like this? Mana lagi banyak?
This one.
Okay.
Okay, to conclude, the boy's understanding of the situation is perception bound, which means he is drawn by changes in the appearances of the materials to conclude that a change has occurred. Moreover, his thinking is focused on states rather than on transformations. which means that the boys fail to track what has happened to the materials and simply make an intuitive judgment based on how they appear now.
Next is concrete operation period. Concrete operation period involves children at the age of 7 until 12 years old. Children at this stage become capable of logical thoughts and can perform mental operation on concrete objects and events. They begin to understand concepts like conservation, for example, understanding that the quantity of a substance remains the same despite the changes in appearance. In the next video, I will show a Piaget theory experiment that I do on the children of 10 years old.
Ini RM5. Kat sini ada RM1 tapi 5 keping. Yang mana satu lagi banyak?
Sama banyak.
Sama banyak. Okay, kenapa sama banyak?
Sebab dia RM5.
Okay.
So, based on the video, we can see that the children is capable on understanding the value of the money even though the quantity of the money is different. Let's move on to the last stage of a Piaget's theory of a cognitive development. So in this stage is called a formal operational stage, where the children can understand the abstract thinking and the deductive reasoning. These stages usually happen from the age 12 and beyond. So what is abstract thinking? So abstract thinking is where a children can understand the real situation which is not directly tied to a physical and a concrete objects. So here's some experiment I did to the children.
So, nama awak siapa?
Muhammad Kaid Osaf bin Muhammad Zuliklas.
Umur awak berapa?
13.
In this experiment, I asked Kausa a few questions to test his abstract and logical thinking abilities.
Okay, sekarang saya akan tanya soalan. Okay. So, soalan pertama, Ali lagi tinggi daripada Abu. Abu lagi tinggi daripada Iman. So, siapa yang paling tinggi?
Ali.
Okay.
As you can see, Kausa can answer the question correctly. This proves that he can think logically and abstractly without any papers, pictures, or symbols. Children under 11 years old would struggle to do so as it requires the abstract thinking abilities.
So, next question. Kalau ada satu mata lebih, saya nak bagi awak satu mata lebih. Kat mana awak akan letak mata tu?
Letak kat lubang hidung.
Kenapa?
Biar boleh nampak lalat masuk kat.
Kausa answers show abstract thinking, where 11 years old children cannot think anywhere else to put an eyes on. So that is all 4 stages from Piaget's theory. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Okay, dah tu je. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.